Okay, so in part 6, we will be continuing to work on this simple quiz app to help me learn the names of a bunch of animals. Last time, we did some parsing, and it truly was another very helpful Twitch user helped me out. So in particular, what did we do? What was the aim of what we did last time? So we have a file that contains information regarding the URLs of these images, the author, the license, as well as the names of the animals that these are describing. And these are currently in this image information. And we want to use the the comptime capabilities of Zig, of kind of extracting the relevant information from this and putting it into this app. And so last time we basically did like a version of what we need to do for that, which was this thing here. And thanks so much for Two-Step on the previous stream for very much carrying me through a lot of that part. And so in particular, if I was to do zig run parser, using the information in this test file, let's see, this test.div, this one here. All of this, the code runs at comptime and produces a fixed array containing all of the past information. So yeah, all of these numbers here just represent the bytes of all of these characters in a string. But yeah, the Zig knows these things are strings. So now I want to use all of that work from last time and apply it to like the real scenario today. In particular, we want to kind of process all of this stuff. I think before we even start doing that, it will be useful to just add some more images into our project. Yeah, currently we only have 2 images inside here, but I think it would be good to have 4, and then once we have 4, we can truly assign like unique names for all of these. We can then get the basic logic of this quiz going. That is to say, when you click on the correct option, like another image is loaded with other options. And then once we get that core cycle working for 4 and it's fixed, we can then add in some other images, start randomizing the label selected, and then basically after that we'll be finished. Okay. Yeah, so let's now begin by adding 2 other images into our project. Yeah, so currently these are the only two we have. So we'll add some others. So yeah, using this book I have, let's select some others. So why don't we try and find an Anisha checker spot. Yeah, this definitely looks correct. I'm liking this one. Oh, cool. This person releases into the public domain, but we'll still copy everything. This title is not going to be a great title for our processing. So actually, let's choose something a bit simpler. Okay, so we'll go with this one. This is a different species to the one that's in here. So I might just search on that instead. U3. Check this. Yeah, the one that I was getting was this one, but the species name was Chalcedona. Yeah, this one. And yeah, I'm just being pedantic because I do want to just like, I do want to kind of import everything here into the app, and then maybe I can add in some extra stuff afterwards. None of these images are particularly huge. Let's see if there are some other ones. Yeah, some of these are better. I'm liking this one. This one's pretty good too. Well, why don't we go with this one for now? Okay, so we'll call this 2.png. Okay, we're gonna like clean this up and do this properly. Why don't we start now? So we'll make this a comma separated file, and okay, let's decide on an order to do things in. So I feel like having the file name, then just having the, we could have like a scientific name as well as a common name. Let's see, what's a common name for this? Variable checker spot or the Chalcedon checker spot. Let's go with this as the common name, and then we'll add in its scientific name as well. Then we'll do the URL of the image. Okay, so the order we want is file name. We'll make it. Okay, let's start it again. Yeah, so we're gonna want for this photo info. This file name is going to be a string. Then we want kind of common name. Emacs, what are you doing? Get. Save this to C. Get C, good. Then we have the scientific name. And then DRL. And then what should we have? We should have the author of the image. and then the license. And I think it actually would make sense to have a license link as well, even though all of these are standard and there'll be a lot of repetition. From memory, one of the criteria in using any image license under a commons license is to have an explicit link to something. Do we need anything else? I think this should be enough. Let's to align all of those. Okay. Okay, so let's just check again. Yeah, the file name, common name, scientific name, the URL. Okay, we need to add in the good thing I checked. We need to add in the author and the licenses. Eugene Zelenko. And then the license. Why are there so many here? We'll just do the most recent one. And then a link to this. It'll just be this. Okay. So then let's repeat this format for the others. So okay, so for this one here, let's just remove this text at the moment, put it up here. And actually, instead of, okay, we'll leave all of these in quotes, but eventually when we actually redo the code for importing these in bulk, I might just want to add, like, we'll keep these simple. What I'm thinking is maybe it would be actually better to say something like this, and then that would make the import easy, but we can just append the import with a folder, so it's no big issue. Okay, so this is the cloudless sulfur. I.e. this one, right? Yeah, Phoebusene. And then the link to it. What? The author, and then the link, which is what? This one. Oh wait, that is the same. Okay, do the same with this one. Okay, Western tiger swallowtail. Which, yeah, is this one. Western tiger, swallowtail. Here. That's right. And then we link the license. Okay. Okay, so now let's just add in one more butterfly. Actually, before we do, we need to download this one that we just added. Almost forgot that. Oh, what? Okay. This should be high res now. So we're gonna have to convert this. Let's just do it now. So we do image magic, convert it from a JPEG to a PNG file. And wow, wasn't that fast compared to any number of websites that say like download it on this website. Commands are all you need. Okay, and now we'll add in one more. Let's do this little wood satyr here. Okay. Little wood satyr. Yep, this is the one we want. Let's see. This is the same thing. We want the category, not the key, not the very small selection. What is a good one to choose? I don't know. This one, it's a bit blurry. This one looks pretty. This is pretty. There's. I don't like these, like when people add watermarks in images. I'm not a fan. Maybe we'd go with this one instead. It's a bit blurry. That one's really small. That, yeah, I'm thinking either this. Let's go with this one. I like this one. Oh no, this is another really annoying title. What's the other one? Okay. I'm just like being annoyed about the titles in that I want to include the titles of these images in the app itself. Technically as well, I think for any like Creative Commons file, you do need to just list the name of it. And so for these titles, which are really long, I'm just kind of avoiding them on that. We checked that one before. This one was also on Wikipedia, but a bit blurry. We could do this one. I think That one's okay. I mean, the colors in it aren't as great as the other ones, but at least the title doesn't take up a bajillion lines. This one's kind of cute as well. Like, even though this one was like blur, like this feels like it's been retouched a bit too much though. Yeah, why don't we go with this one? Okay. So back to here. So this was the Littlewood. Littlewood. I just want the capitalization to be consistent. Here, and what's this one? Public domain mark 1, okay. I might just say public domain in here. Like people, I don't think people would look at that and go, oh, that means it's like public domain. Maybe we'll just, fine. I'll just copy it in here. This was a bit weird. Okay, and then finally let's remember to take a copy of this. We need to convert this as well. Okay, great. So now we've got our, like this is a nice one. It's just really small. That is all. Come back to it. We can add in we can add in more images at the end if we want to add in more. Okay. So now let's get back to the parsing stuff now. So now I've got our information, and we now want to get this into the app. So what are we going to do? So let's do this comptime parsing before the main. Yeah, let's just copy all of this. Okay, and then we're gonna have to go through the parsing code because it was slightly different. And okay, yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot of this. I have to go over a lot of this. Okay. So yeah, so we want to import from image information. .txt, and let's just call this photo photo information txt. And then, yeah, we've got our struct here, and then time to parse it. Let's just keep the struct there on the left while I go through it. So we're going through not test input, but the photo information.txt. We're then this array is going to be the thing we want. So is array the best? Yeah, I think array is an okay name. So yeah, pass input. Yeah, this doesn't need to be adjusted. This part does. Again, we're looking at the photo information file. Okay, then this iterator is just going through the lines in the file. When we've got a line and not a null string or just a null pointer, tokenize the line by the commas. Let's just pause. Yeah, when I was looking for the images before, and I was annoyed how many of the titles are really long and had commas in them. It may be a better decision to actually just make this a like semicolon delimited file, and then say, who cares if the names of these photos are 500 lines long. We'll just make them really small when we actually like show the app. But then by changing it to semicolons, we could get some high quality images involved. I'm tempted to do that because I feel like it's, yeah, we should be optimizing for just the quality of the images, not, you know, like the image is the most important thing. The title is something we just need to add in for license reasons. Okay, so let's just replace all of these then. So replace these commas with semicolons. And again, I'm just going through this carefully in case a comma had snuck in somewhere. Okay, but it hadn't. Okay, go to main.sig. Okay, and then in this part we need to do the fields properly. So yeah, the file name. Let's just do this the easy way. Okay, so what's the Emacs command to do this again? Mark this, and then it's like Control X rectangle L? No, definitely not. Is it just rectangle space? Let's just do a macro, easier that way. Clear this, type in field iter.next. Okay, I'm going to use this as a learning opportunity for Emacs macros. It shouldn't be automatically tabbing, that's really annoying. Dude, this is escape, what's happening? Like I think I can save some time by using a macro, and then this happens. Okay, no, just go back in time until it was sensible. Thank you very much. Okay. this is embarrassing. Okay. Let's just copy this. Insert it here. And then, like, this better not tab when I start typing and stuff. Okay, it doesn't. Record macro. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Then, end macro. Okay. Okay. Way longer than it should have been, but hey, we got there. And then likewise, no. It's embarrassing. Okay. That was a bit faster. Okay. I think though there's something wrong about the order. Okay. Oh, another error. I think for all of these, this should be equal signs instead of colons. Okay. Okay, so then if all of this works as planned within the main function, and that's a big if, we can print out what this photo info array is. Okay, let's give that a spin to build one. Line 70. Yep. It's going to be a while before I remember that you have to finish these structs with semicolons in Zig. Because in Odin you don't need semicolons. Okay, this was definitely not what we wanted. Evaluation exceeded 100 backwards branches. For what? So yeah, it was this comptime thing. What exactly happened? Oh, and it was, hang on, it was saying this count one was failing. What? Why? I mean, it doesn't look like this is a very moderate sized file. What's happening? So yeah, I'm not even sure. Like it says like no, use this to raise the branch limit, but so I don't even know what that means. We can read the source code of this function. So let's see, going to the library, the standard, and then memory.z. Which one should we jump to? They're approximately the same place. Hi, two-step. Once again, there is a problem. So it seems that when I'm asking at comptime count the number of lines in. Yeah, so I'm not even sure what, like, okay, I guess I'm not sure what this set eval branch quota is even doing, or like why that's occurring. And so, right, this one here, which is just saying, you know, count the number of lines in this. Why exactly is this count function kind of failing here? So like count is just saying what? So it's saying, well, index of position here. Make this bigger. Index of pause. Where's the line? 1277. 1193. So yeah, so we have this loop here, and then something's happening, and then so you've said comp time has a very limited branch quota, whatever that is. You just have to bump it up until your program runs. Okay, yeah. So I can see that if this count function is doing something sophisticated, and it looks like it is doing something sophisticated, it's not just going through the file byte by byte and just literally counting the number of characters, which I kind of want to just write instead, because that would be easier than having to deal with this like adjusting runtime kind of magic. Like this feels a bit too involved for the application. Yeah, I did add a bunch of more lines to the image file. So the image file now looks like this. Like the thing is though, it's not that huge. It's still, it's still 4 lines. So yeah, so I'm confused why this is occurring then. Yeah, let me try just writing a really basic count function that just does this stuff linearly, and then because ultimately the file will be small enough that it won't really add that much to compile time anyway. And then if this fails, I can try doing this boosting numbers above 1000. Okay, so yeah, so for this one here, the thing is though, like I want to understand the code that I write, and I don't understand what set eval branch quota 10,000 is doing though. That's the thing. I'd rather just say count lines, and then let's have a string here. That's a constant U8, and that's going to return U32. And then I can just say for the characters in actually I don't even need this. It doesn't need to accept any input. I can just say for everything within the photo information, their account is equal to 0. If the character is equal to a new line, just add 1 to the count, and then return count. Like I understand what this is doing. Anyone else who understands, who can read code, will understand what this is doing as well. So I just find for readability, this is bad. Yeah, okay. But like, if for whatever reason this is failing, I can try to. Let me just write down that this could possibly be done using set eval quota as well. Yeah, the proc below is probably not needed if standard.mem.count is used, but likely set eval branch quota will need to have num set to or something larger. Okay. Okay. So where are we again? So I say, yeah, this is probably not needed if instead this thing is called, but likely that, okay. Okay, I'll put you down there. Okay. And then, yeah, let me just check that I haven't done something silly here. By printing in main what the number is. So dprint, what's the number of lines? Okay. Actually, I should just say this. These are debug. Okay. What's happening here? Expected U size found FNU 32 in 94. Okay, I guess if I just call this usize, that might be fine. Yeah, are you certain it's failing in mem count? I'm doubting it based on the file size. I suspect it's because of your parse function. Yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, a file as simple as that shouldn't be calling. Oh no, I forgot to call count lines. Oh. Yep. Thank you again. Okay. So what's happening now? Okay, yeah, so getting the backwards branch error again. Okay, so maybe actually all of that wasn't necessary. Oops. I'll just save it here. Okay, so then, oh wait, hang on, if we're getting the same error here, but for the parse input that we got when we did have this one before, wait, I'm really confused. Okay, so maybe, so I guess this part isn't causing. Hang on, so when the compiler is saying there's an error with this, is it the case that this is actually fine and instead something else is wrong? Or is it just that, and rather the error message isn't figuring out the correct place? Or is it actually that something deeper is going on? Yeah, if I were to do this instead, we still get this, like, evaluation exceeded 100 backwards branches error. It's just in a different place now. So now it's saying the parse input is failing. But again, it doesn't, like, the file isn't really that large. Oh, sorry. Like, why would this be causing this? And also too, like, I wasn't expecting. Maybe like maybe with the count function, I could imagine you have some really complicated, really large file, and you're doing some fancy binary hash search something to kind of count things. But if it's just like an iterator, I wouldn't expect this to be exceeding some branches. The eval branch quoted default is defensively small. Oh, okay. Okay, let's try then increasing numbers as you recommended. Okay, so let me check out the documentation for this since I haven't encountered it before. So as set eval branch quota. So yeah, changes the maximum number of backwards branches that compile time code execution can use before giving up. Okay, so what's the Oh, okay. This is yeah. This is the good documentation. I like it. So this itself fails. Interesting. Okay, and then but if instead you set this inside like the comptime scope, it's okay. All right. So then in path input, let's do set eval branch quota 10,000 as you recommended. Let's see if this then works. And if not, we can boost it to 100,000. Okay, that error's gone. Great. But now unable to wrap no on license link. Why? Oh, I see. I forgot to add semicolons to every line. Or is it rather that there shouldn't be a semicolon at the end of each of these? I'm not sure. Let's just try both. Okay, no, will require something else. Yeah, what's happening? By the way, in case you run into problems at comp time and need to print debug. Oh yeah, compile log. Yeah, that might be good to do. It's good to know. Compile log. Okay. And then yeah, something here. But yeah, what's happening with this unable to unwrap now stuff? What would be the best way to try and figure out how to fix this? Try adding compile log stmt for the line. Okay. So what's that one? So okay, so maybe just like what should we wrap in it? Like, am I allowed to say something like this? No, that would. I'm just not sure how to like since we're defining a struct. I've never like added some like function in the middle of defining a strong before. So you're saying at compile log line. Okay, okay, that's sensible. Let's do that. Compile log line. Okay. Sure. Okay. So there's like these parentheses at the end of it, but that should be fine, right? There you go. So the last line output should have the problem, I'm guessing. Okay, so I guess, oh, okay, yeah. So this is saying, yeah, it's printing out all of these, and then we're not getting anything further because this is the error. Okay, so then why didn't I add in a compile log line just to see what the number of lines should be as well? And then this should be 4. Yep, okay, it's 4. I can also add in a compile log here to just try. To see how much of this it actually did. So yeah, so this one is fine. This one is fine. This one is fine. Yeah, and then it indeed didn't get to this one. So what's, yeah, why is it unable to wrap this one? Okay, yeah, maybe it is truly, I didn't copy something. Oh, I see. I didn't add the author in here. Oops. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks so much again for the help, two-step. Even just getting practice with compile log like this is, let alone help with the branching stuff, is really good to know. Okay. So. Yeah, I forgot to add in this author. So. Let's do that now. K something Wisconsin. Okay. Okay, and then we're getting something else, but this is fine for the moment. Okay, and then we got a format print error. Where was well, this is, we do want this one. So if I say any. Okay. Found compile log statement. 100. Oh, so like compile log isn't allowed. When is compile log allowed? Oh, good, and it's working. Hurrah. Okay. Yeah, to prevent accidentally leaving these in the code base, it's added to the build. Okay, interesting. Okay. Actually, I don't need to mark this up with debug because it's just going to print an error if it's left in. Okay, that's good. Yeah. I think this is like a really subtle but I think really important design feature. Like heaps of times I've seen projects where, you know, in like the production version of it, you have debug messages printing in random places, but actually saying no, like if you had this compile log, it's gonna set an error. It's a very nice way of solving that. Okay. And yeah, it looks in here like everything loaded. Okay. So now we've absorbed that file. We can now get onto using this information to update all of the entries in the buttons. So in particular, instead of just using these standard strings that I've added, let's actually copy the choose options in this photo info array for these instead. But yeah, okay. I was just thinking if like, let me just try and get this working with everything fixed first, and then stuff will be randomized. No need to add in randomness at this point. No, I'll make it big screen again. So where's the current text here? So we don't want this. I guess this is going to vary, so we're going to say for this button text here, use the strings and fill these up with the get photo array which one is it? Dot no. Let's put this inside a loop. So we'll say this is equal to, it has type of this that is currently undefined, and then we can just say for I in this loop, let's just make the button text equal to the this photo array, this photo info array I dot a common name. Let's build this. Bit unexpected, but hey. let's figure out what's wrong. Yeah, why is this printing out so much? Because I'm seeing a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of text that shouldn't be in here. Like I can see this Creative Commons license. I can see underscores of file names in here. Okay. Let's go down to where we were before. Was it button? I should have saved it. Button text. That's right. Is OpenGL expecting null terminated strings? Yes, it is. I think that's exactly what's going on. So let's. Yeah. So how do we convert this stuff then? Is it like string convert? No. Where are these strings? Like C strings, is that it? Yeah, these strings aren't null terminated, which is, I deeply suspect this is what's going on as well. What if I was to say converting Z strings to C strings? Like I've forgotten how to do this. Let's see what Stack Overflow says. When was this? A year ago. It might be a bit outdated. So say it's in pass. Since you're at comptime, you can just append a 0 byte field. Yeah, that would be the easiest option. I like that. Let's do that. Okay, macro time. So yeah, plus x00 down back and macro. And I didn't press the repeat macro button. Okay. Let's see if this works now. Yeah, I'm really liking comptime. Phenomenal. Great. Like yeah. Thanks again. Like I feel like you're hard carrying this stream. Yeah. My expressions of thanks go out to you. Okay. The names here are. I just want to fix this issue now that at least this particular name is too large for the box. We can just expand the size of the box. So let's see. So this button width I was saying to be 0.3. Let's literally make it 0.4. Okay, and then after this, I'll save what we've done so far. Okay. So since things are working, probably I can delete the parsing stuff. Yes, let's remove the parser. And then we can say incorporated parser into main.zig, added extra photos, made added proper complete info to image info. Okay. Great. Yeah, no, yeah, thanks for this comptime trick. Yeah, this is, yeah, being able just to do like string manipulation at comptime, very good. Very good feature of Z. Okay, so now, you know what, okay, so now I want to get it so that when the correct option is selected, the screen advances. So, oh, hang on, yeah. So you said, yeah, otherwise you'd have to allocate, you'd have to do allocated dot dupe z08 string. Oh, what's this dupe allocated? Dupe z, is this in Z? Okay, something else. Okay. Yeah. Like I think when I've done stuff with GL in, I mean Raylib in Odin before, I was just using a temporary allocator to convert strings in Odins to the C strings, and it kind of annoyed me each time. So yeah, nice that we can avoid that. Okay. Let me just do some of these like to-dos now that we've basically got things working. So let's add a border to the image. This should be, okay, this should be simple. Oh, okay, it's in, the dupe is in, oh, it's not a public method, okay. So you go into mem.zig, and then, let's see. No. Lib, standard, and then, that's it. When's this allocated defined? We want mem.z. Oh, so it's actually in allocated.z? Why can't I see this? Okay, yeah, I guess I don't know what this import is. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's in. I'm being silly. It's in here. Okay, and then what's in this one? Resizing things. I see. This is dupe z. So it's saying copies M to newly allocated. Okay, copies this thing to newly allocated memory. Oh, so it just means that duplicated, dupe is for duplicate, and then Z is for the null terminated element. Okay, I understand. Okay, and then caller owns the memory. So, okay. Really helpful to know this exists. Okay, let me, might have to use this in the future again. So let me just put it here. Yeah, like helpful note. Thanks. Again. So we can say here, what was it? The which was the file I was just in? Yeah, this one here. So you can say dupe Z in allocator.zig copies, or rather like, yeah, copies duplicates memory, but adds a 0 byte on you, and okay. Yeah, I've just found through my experience with Odin in that is getting familiar with the source documentation is better sort of in the long run. I think this was especially the case with Odin, since Odin basically has 0 documentation. But I found as well, it was a way for me to just get used to the kind of standard library and how things are working. Like, it takes a longer time, but I feel like almost out of any programming language, I feel like Zig is going to last a while. Like, I have a lot of confidence in the Zig project. I mean, like, yeah, Wikipedia, funded by donations, one of the top 10 websites in the world. It's not going away anytime soon. Huge benefits to everyone. It started out small though. I think similarly, Zig, basically funded by donations. Currently it's starting out small, but every dollar that goes into this project is being used to improve it, unlike other projects where the money just goes to the investors or the stock market. So it's, I really, really like Zig's model. Okay. So yeah, so we want to add, so yeah, back to adding a border to the image. Where's this drawing function? So we draw these button colors, then the text, and then the texture here. So before we draw the texture, I want to draw the just a rectangle that's slightly larger. So I guess to do that we'll need to get the width and height of the textures, because I need to do that last time, which was this stuff. But instead of adding it here, maybe actually now I just generalize I just do the code that's going to produce textures for all of the images, and then while that's happening, get the information about the heights of the images there, and then we can do things in that way. So you say that, so you've asked, do you use ZLS? It's nice to be able to jump to definition when searching the standard lib. I haven't used this. I think this is an Emacs mode, right? I haven't. Yeah, I haven't played around with it, but I can look into it. Sure. What does ZLS do? I see. Yeah, I like, just not gonna lie, when it comes to LSPs, I'm just a bit I haven't yet been convinced by them. But maybe that's because I haven't given them enough of a go. Maybe. So yeah. Maybe. Okay. So yeah, let's go back to doing texture related stuff. Okay. Loading JPEGs caused fail, so so the convention is that okay. Okay, so now, okay, instead of this like load image, we're going to again want to use the URLs in the file. So is it image information? And then in particular, I want to change this one. Yeah, it's just file name. So let's make a struct. I guess it is going to be a constant, but yeah, we'll make it variable, whatever. So here can be the photo texture. The photo image array and then the photo texture array. And so we want this to be the number of lines, images. Make this undefined at the moment. And then we want the photo texture array. And likewise, make this the number of lines. And then these texture 2D, and then let's go through a loop and okay, yeah, and again, yeah, with regards to the LSPs, it's good to know that yeah, the Zig infrastructure is or already exists for this. Like yeah, I know with some newer programming languages, there's people have complained about the lack of an LSP. But that's the last I'll say about that. So let's see. So Zig tool ZLS wiki. Oh sorry. Oh yeah, it was on here. So if I go to the wiki first, installation Emacs. Okay, yeah. I haven't activated LSP mode on my Emacs here. But okay, yeah, but once this is a pretty easy setup. So yeah. Good to know this exists. Okay. So now I want to say for 0 in to the number of lines, we now want to say the photo image array height is equal to load image, and then here, here we can use the, oh no, I was gonna say string concatenation, but this isn't happening at compile time. It would be easy to add this into the compile time stuff, since actually wait, I think this should be actually I think wait, this should be fine, right? Because the okay, when I say like I need to adjust like the part of it, but since we did generate this struct at, since we generated the photo info array at compile time, the compiler will be able to know how to deal with it. Yeah, I'm really liking compile time, this comp time feature in Zig. This is really nice. Okay, so here it's going to be the photo photo info array, and then since that's known at compile time, we can say take the file name, and that's fine. Okay, so then we've done that, and then we want to say the photo texture array is going to be what, load texture from image, the thing above it. Yeah, okay. Okay, and then we can get rid of this stuff. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, and then so then we've got. Oh yeah, wait, yeah, I completely forgot. You're completely correct. Yeah, there is the inline for. Great. Yeah, so why not do all of this stuff at compile time too? And then we can make these const then. How? Like, is the compiler actually is the compiler gonna think ahead and make these compile time? Or do I need to do something? Do I need to do something sensible for this? I mean, I get, okay. I'll leave this as it is. Like, in either case, yeah, this is happening at comp time, so that's fine. So then, yeah, you can do runtime stuff in the inline loop, but it allows you to do comp time stuff too. Yeah. So part of me is thinking, I think ultimately the thing that I really want is just these texture arrays. I might even, like, we may not even need the image arrays, and then if that's the case, I kind of don't want those image arrays in the actual binary, so the binary will be smaller without them. I'm just trying to think if the image array contains anything that we need that the texture array doesn't. Okay, I'll leave it in here for the moment, but I'll just add in like a cleanup tag. Yeah, the image array may not be, yeah, so take it out if this is the case. We'll come back to this later. Okay, and now those things have loaded. So then going back down to the drawing code again, which I'm getting to the stage where I feel like I want to wrap this up in like a just render function, so it's not, just to make it a bit easier to navigate around. Yeah, here let's do this one, this texture here. We want to be the the photo texture array, and let's just make it 0 to begin with. Do we need to change anything in this draw function here? No, since it's all internal. Okay. Let's give this a go. Let's compile it. Like, yeah, I think when I started off with Odin, like every single time I compiled something, there would be an error. But then I got to the stage where the errors were way less infrequent, and I will get to that stage, but at the moment, so many errors. Okay, failed to open file, photos, 0 PNG, yes, because that doesn't exist. So let's fix that up then. Okay, so I think it's because in the image file I put quotes around the stuff at the beginning, which are not needed. So let's get rid of this. No, still not liking it. It's now missing a forward, out, you know, whatever those things are called, like a backspace or a forward space, depending if you're on Windows or Linux. I never remember. Okay, so hang on. So to do that, if we go back to the inline for loop, here we want to, again, like, I never remember the direction that these things go in. I find it so annoying. If this doesn't work, I'll just try the other option. Okay, great, but it does work. Okay, good. So now that's done. We can now draw a border around these things. Okay, so back to here. Draw image and a border for it. So we need to get the dimensions of this stuff. So we can say so in this app, I want the vertical height of each of the photos to be constant, and then the width is going to change. And so because of that, you know, there were some like simple calculations that we did. You know, it wasn't simple to derive them. I made a couple bugs doing that, but hey, we got there in the end. But any kind of similar calculations like that we did in order to figure out what I'm trying to say is I'm probably going to have to repeat these counter calculations, but for a background rectangle. And so if that's the case, maybe we just draw the texture and its background in the same procedure. Okay, so you see, yeah, standard.fs.path.sep has you covered to support other OSs. Okay, yeah, this is knowing there's something in the standard library to deal with this kind of bananas operating system choice is pretty good. Okay, so you're saying check out zig lib standard file system dot zig, and then if I do path dot, oh, okay, it's literally in a file system folder. Oh yeah, this is okay. I'm so happy someone, I don't know if this was, I don't know who on the core Zig team wrote this stuff, but I'm happy it's in here. Yeah, it's so bonkers. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah, lots of functions in here, and this stuff has been thought out. Cool. Okay, so instead of draw rectangle, I'll say draw bordered texture. And then let's then add a color to this. Color. And yeah, it should be fine. I guess we should call it very good color. Oh, this one here we actually want to specify it, so let's make it say black, and then down here is where we want to draw the actual rectangle. So we want to do draw a centered rectangle, and then the position, which we just want it to be the center pos, and then the height. And oh, good to know sep string is in there too, just noticed that. Oh, so sep string, yeah, yeah, there's a couple of things. Just designated length. Wow, this is like truly, yeah. I haven't had to do that much stuff with operating systems in my experience yet. Maybe I should be thankful for that. Because I think having something like this will make this stuff a lot easier to learn. And yeah, it's really nice having these test cases built into to the standard stuff as well. Yeah, I guess yeah. Languages like other than English also introduce their whole like fun of things to test anyway. So we need to specify the height of this, the width actually. So the scaled width is going to be what? Let's add. We need a constant to separate to define the border thickness. Why don't I just use the same border thickness that we're using for the buttons? I forget what that is though. Is it button? This is called border thickness. Okay. So we need 2 lots of the border thickness, and then we need 2 lots of the border thickness for the height, and then the color. Okay, and then let's give this a spin. Oops, what happened? No member name draw center direct. I thought I had written a function that did exactly that though. Why don't we move this down below anyway? Oh, yeah, it's not called rl.draw center direct. It's literally this. No, this isn't. This is my version, not Rayleig's. I draw things with centers, not with Rayleig's. Okay, cool. That does that to do item. Let's just save it, because why not? What have we added since then? We've added a lot. Yeah, we did the image loading. Okay. Yep, that's what I expected. Loaded images and textures at comptime, and added a border to image to main photo. Okay, push that to the cloud. Okay, and then we said load images from memory via load image from memory. But I guess there's no need to do that since we've already done stuff at comptime anyway. So yeah, that's no need for this. And then begin on. Oh well, hang on. Yeah. It's yeah. And then begin on logic re. Well, hang on. Wait, why am I just suddenly hesitant on this now? It's just because of this, like, the fact that it wasn't a constant, but it's. I said it was vary here. No, it's fine. If we are calling these functions at compile time, they're getting processed and stored at compile time, so they'll be in the executable. Okay, yeah, so that is fine. No need to worry about that. And then begin on logic recorrect object selection. Yeah. Okay, so this is the I think like the most game programming part of this project now, which is to actually figure out like when does this match up to the things that have been clicked. So I think in like stream number 1 or 2 we already just assigned an index to each of these rectangles, like 0, 1, 2, and 3. So now we need to just check if the option that's pressed matches up that in the image loaded, and if it is, load another image, load another selection of words or other possible names. I'm just thinking, like, it's already, I haven't yet had dinner and it's nearly 9 o'clock, so I feel like this is actually an okay point to leave the stream. But then I kind of want to do this. I'm not sure I can do it in 15 minutes. Yeah, maybe here's a compromise. Instead of doing this now, I'll just do some tidy up of the code that's written, and then next time can be the pure logic stream where we kind of get the actual, where we get stuff working. Because I think I feel like we're nearly done. Like once clicking the right option, like it advances the next screen, then all we kind of need to do is just make that process a bit random, add in more images, and then I'm done. Then I'm happy with what we've made, and then I can just start immediately using this to learn, which was the entire point of this. Like this book is really large. There's no way, even if I read this like 5 times, I'm not going to memorize all of it. Having something dynamic like this is better. Okay, so let's just do some tidy up of everything so far, and then we'll call it a night. I think also it would be good to even maybe even start adding a README file to this project. Okay, we'll add this. Let's add in something here. Add in detailed README about project, especially about photo licenses. We'll put this on a different line. And then what else should we do? Get logic / next screen are working. Slightly randomize incorrect name options, and then randomize photo selection order. Okay. What else should we do? So when you get there, there is a standard random shuffle you could use to shuffle the photo array. I think like ultimately, I'll do something like that. Maybe if not the photo array, like I think I'll just like create a fixed array of integers from 0 to the number of lines -1, and then that there will just, like, I think basically everything in this game can be, like, all of these items can just be, like, every image is represented by some index, basically. So, yeah, if I just have a way of shuffling a fixed array of integers, that itself can represent the photo array, and then the shuffled order of the photo array, and then, I can have I can even have like 2 of those, and another one gets shuffled, and the first 3 selected elements of that represent incorrect options to add in with the other one. But yeah, okay, I'll add that in. Suggestion, use standard.random dot shuffle. Okay, so we do that. These colors here. Probably this embed file should, I feel like this stuff should be a bit higher. Let's see. maybe I should just write this now. Yeah, all of the animal names, photo author, photo location is in image information txt. We load this into, or rather we process this at compile time to for use in the project. While image information.txt is a semicolon delimited the scv file, instead of processing it with some sort of CSV library, we just read, we just tokenize over and read the entries into the script below. Okay, then if I have this here, I may as well should I move the comp times? Moving the entire comp time stuff there, maybe not, but perhaps I feel like this part should be here. Yeah, this is fine. And we say and put the entries into photo info array. Okay. So yeah, put this in here. For notes. And then this one here. May need to be set for any for large comp time. See the, I can say the standard Zig documentation has examples about this. So actually, like, if maybe instead of I know earlier on I said that having this is like easier for someone to read and understand than the other version, but now that I understand somewhat of the other version, I'm tempted to include this as one line. I'll leave it the way it is at the moment, but I was tempted. I was very much tempted. And I think I can even actually just reduce the syntax to that. And I can say here the the comptime function we use to read to like process image. What's it called again? Image information.txt. Move that up. Okay. Leave that in there for the moment. Okay, and then it's basically, so you say like random code might end up like something like let me see that. HTTPS zigbin. Oh, there's even something called zigbin.io. Didn't know. 56 ECD3. Allow it for the moment. Why don't we just allow this arbitrarily? Oh, okay, cool. Let me add this in then. Okay, yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, I haven't used the time library in Zig as well, so this will give me a good reason to look into this a bit as well. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I kind of want to call it a day here then. Let me finally check that I haven't done anything silly with the comments or small adjustments. Oh, that looks good to me. Added in some comments slightly. Okay. So yeah, I'll say sayonara now then. Thanks so much again. Thanks so much again, Two-Step, for all of the help. With both the random suggestions, as in like literally the like both the literal random stuff as well as other random. I guess what would you say? Both the literal and metaphorical random stuff, and then especially all of the comptime stuff as well. Extremely helpful. Okay, yeah, I'll most likely stream tomorrow as well in the new year. But yeah, until then, yeah, see you next time.